Alright, I'm about 7 weeks into doing the carnivore diet, and before I go on, I want to lay out exactly what my diet has consisted of. So full disclosure, it has not been a true carnivore diet, but I think it's safe to call it a loose carnivore diet. My diet has consisted of only meat, eggs, cheese, milk, zero sugar, low calorie drinks, and whey protein shakes. I have consumed things like Powerade Zero, some low calorie energy drinks, things like that. And I consumed whey protein shakes for a couple different purposes. And one of those reasons is just out of convenience, to have some convenience meals. 3 to 4 days per week, I'm up at 4:30 in the morning to get to work, to get to campus at 5 or 5:30. Those days I'll just have a whey protein shake for breakfast so I don't have to get up and cook. And the second reason is that a shake is just a really effective way of kind of tricking myself into thinking that I've had something sweet when I'm craving some sort of dessert. And lastly, I have used some condiments like ketchup and barbecue sauce. I've just been very mindful about the proportions. So I started this diet on March 8th. I was 233 pounds that day. This is a picture of what I looked like that date. And today is April 26th. I'm weighing 225.8. So here's a picture from today. I'm down about 7 pounds in 7 weeks. I'm pretty happy with this. I feel like I dropped the weight at a pretty good pace. So I didn't drop 5 pounds in 1 week and then 2 pounds the following 6 weeks. So it's all been a pretty steady pace. So what you probably want to know is what happened with my strength and power. So my lower body strength is right on par as where it was when I started. I squatted 500 for 8 about 2 weeks ago, which is close to a PR for me. A couple of weeks ago, I also deadlifted 605 for a set of 8. And it was just about a year ago, I deadlifted 600 for 11. My lower body feels good, and all of my other lower body exercises feel like they're pretty strong right now too. But my upper body strength does seem to be down, but only slightly. A couple of days ago, I benched 365 for a single and a couple back off sets of 315 for 4 reps. Last time I was taking upper body lifting seriously, I could hit 385 for a single on bench on any given day. I could probably hit 335 for 5 on any given day. All of my other upper body lifts are down too, but not by much. Where I've really noticed some decrease in performance is my explosiveness. My explosiveness is definitely down. It's noticeable when I Olympic lift, and even though I power snatched 135, all of my other Olympic lifts seem to just be kind of grindy. And honestly, it's kind of made the Olympic lifts a little bit less enjoyable than they usually are. Even though I've dropped 7 pounds and likely dropped 1.5% or 2% of body fat, my jumping ability has definitely decreased. When I go to dunk, I'm definitely not jumping as high. I can't really punch the ball down through the rim as hard as I used to. This is probably just because I have less carbohydrates contributing to my energy production, not something that I'm really that concerned about. So some miscellaneous things and frequently asked questions when I've been doing this. A lot of people have asked me, is the diet hard to follow? I don't think it's been that hard to follow, but again, I haven't done like the true carnivore diet, just a loose carnivore diet. For anyone who's considering of doing the diet, I recommend eating a lot of fat, like a lot of fatty meats like bacon and beef sticks. It's kind of challenging for me to stay full. I felt like I was always hungry, and eating the fatty meats definitely helped me stave off some of that hunger. Another common question I've been asked is, did I get some weird poops? So days 2 and 3, I had some really green poop, which I'd never seen before. It seems like most people who do this diet also experience this for a couple of days at the beginning. It only lasted a couple of days and my poop became normal after that. Last common question I kept getting is, did I ever feel low on energy? And outside the 2nd or 3rd day on the diet, when I was still getting accustomed to it, I never really did feel low on energy. I probably had 1 or 2 training sessions that I did feel pretty weak. I remember box squatting 455 for a really hard set of 6 that shouldn't have felt as heavy as it did. But outside of that, I've actually felt just fine, and my mind has been really sharp too. And in hindsight, I think I've actually slept a little bit better on this diet than I did before. Anyways, that's kind of my brief experience with the carnivore diet, or the loose carnivore diet. Feel free to put some questions in the comments that I can answer in a future video. Hopefully this video offered some insight to anybody who's considering doing the diet. Definitely would recommend most people try it. I've been very pleased with the results for me. But that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.